look down on this field, partner, and think about the history of this game and all the great players, all the great teams that have stood on the field for this moment. So special.
This game is so historic that while we call it the Super Bowl now, that wasn't even the name of the first couple. It was the AFL, NFL World Championship game before the Super Bowl really took hold. And think about the Green Bay Packers winning the first two that got us kicked off and started towards where we are today.
And with the whole world watching, at the end of this game, at the end of tonight, one of these two sides, they get to etch their name in NFL immortality.
No doubt about it. They hold up the ultimate symbol of victory in this league, the Lombardi Trophy.
On the set. 56 is the mic. Come to one. Double. Fight.
On first down, Fitzgerald. And this is caught by Evans. And right away, he lost the football. Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpires get different responsibilities, but always, always making sure no one's holding.
Ready? 60 or 56. 61. Match box. Let go.
A run for Nick Chubb. Call it a gain of 12, but of course not a first down due to the previous penalty.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
They go with Chubb on second down. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. He was trying to find O.J. Howard. That'll bring up second down.
Here we go, here we go. 18 Gator. Let's go. 2.
Off play action. Fitzgerald. And that's complete to Adams. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A gain there of 30 big ones. All right, Charles, let me put you in the head of one of those defenders out there. You have a big play like that go against you so early. What does that shake your confidence?
It shouldn't, but it often does, because your thought process all during the week is how you're going to get after that offense and make your plays. And when they make one against you, it makes you a little bit hesitant.
Time to regroup. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Off the play fake. Fitzgerald. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that, because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
X3, 218, Chubb, get it.
Following the penalty, Chubb. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing, because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Now we're going to get a timeout. Appears we've got an injured Buccaneer. We'll get an update when we come back to Miami. A chance for the first score of this Super Bowl. Here's first and goal. They'll run with Chubb. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal.
And when the defense wins and gives up no yardage on a running play, that's something they can build on and carry themselves forward throughout the game.
The line of scrimmage once again the 5 as they get ready for second and goal. They give the Chubb out of the gun. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. With the first touchdown of this Super Bowl. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. A long opening drive, but a very successful opening drive. We call that methodical, I guess, when it takes that many plays.
Methodical and almost like a boxing match where you're hitting them with body blows. They can withstand them here. Look, they gave up the touchdown, but you don't feel like a knockout is there. But they keep doing that in the fourth quarter. That's when the knockout occurs.
And it becomes tough for that defense if they're on the field that long. We'll see if they can continue that in future drives. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
The last run got 6, now second and 4. On second down, here's Haskins. He's going to look deep for Perriman. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 21. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. Well, certainly not how he wanted to start his night. First throw of the game, an INT.
Yeah, it's not easy, but he's got to try and wipe that one away from the memory banks. And let's face it, it's not often a quarterback and a defensive back have a lot in common. But one thing, because they have these individual type plays, they've got to have short memories, don't they? DB gets beat, wipe it away, quarterback throws a pick, has to do the same thing.
Pilot, 64, win. Hey, box truck. Big grip.
Throwing on first down. Fitzgerald. It's caught here by Adams. And now off to the races down the right side. And he does take it in for the touchdown, but a flag on the field, and I don't think this is going to stand.
Yeah, don't put the points on the board just yet.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And certainly they'll be hoping to hit pay dirt like they did on the last drive. Got the football back, so a chance to go up 2 scores.
And they haven't been tentative at all in this ball game because sometimes you start a game with your script to try and get information out of the opposing defense. How will they play you in certain situations? Sometimes you script to attack, and that's what I'm seeing so far.
Throwing on second and 14. Fitzgerald. It's caught by Mike Evans. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down.
Ready, set.
So here's a first and 10 at the 38. Now Chubb. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
Hearing this one, it's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Mike Evans. 56 yards as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Good work, boys. Let's go. Let's go.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
At the 42-yard line.
Here we go. Hey, hold on. We got to get the ball. D, get the ball right here. Let's go. Hustle, hustle.
Yeah, check. Hey, Mike. Hey, no, switch the mic right here. We go Mike 40, Mike 40.
Check right, check right. Check. Crunch, crunch, crunch. Slam, slam, slam. 3, 2,
On second down, it's Jones. And some space here. And he gets this down deep into Tampa Bay territory. A big run there by Jones. 48 yards. Terrific run from one of the fastest backs in the game today. A guy who keeps defensive coordinators up at night, no doubt.
Remember when we were meeting with the D coordinator before the game and all he talked about was run fits, making sure our guys were in the right place so there were no creases?
They missed their fits, didn't they?
Yeah, there was no fit there. The only fit was at the end when he threw his headset down after that big run.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Jaguars nothing.
On second down, it's Jones. So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty.
check safety, check safety. Check, 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 check. Check, check, check. Out, out, out. Let's go.
After the penalty, it's Jones. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
On 3rd down, here's Jones. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
The kick by Lambo is good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
Set.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down. Off play action. Fitzgerald. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Talvin Smith. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. Oh, Chubb fumbled it.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. His second catch of the Super Bowl, and it's good enough for a first down.
Nice job, nice patience right there. Put him on the right side, let him work his way across, put the ball in his hands, and let him work his way upfield with a catch.
Looking to throw. Fitzgerald. That's going to be caught. So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that can be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
On the carry, it's Chubb. It'll be a pickup of 12 yards, and that'll make it a second down. You talked about the need for them to establish the run early. They've been able to do that here in the first half.
And that means that the whole offense has adopted that attitude and that persona. We're going to take care of this young quarterback. Let's all get together and run it and take the pressure off.
Down. 50. Plant. Ready to go. 80 weapons. Tony's on the Ringo. Tony's on the Ringo. Big dribble.
Chubb. Running right through it. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 11 yards there, first down. Lots of praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
Back to throw. Fitzgerald. And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucs. Mike Evans, his second touchdown of this Super Bowl as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good, and the lead is up to 18 now. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Let's go.
26-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3, I think discouragement clouds that locker room.
Yeah, and I think a touchdown much bigger than a field goal on this drive just to get into the end zone and get that momentum. On second down now, it's Jones. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. And chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's third down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Now Haskins, third and long. Looking long for Westbrook. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. And that one goes incomplete on the drop. That's one he definitely normally catches. 4th down. On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Taken in at the 11. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 40-yard line.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Here we go. Here we go.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Airing this one out for Evans. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked by Riley Harrison. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. Chris Conley, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Here we go. Come on, Reed. Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Go, go. Slow. Check 48's the mic. Check 48's the mic. Go. Pass.
2nd and 10. Here's Haskins again. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. The Bucs with an extra defender now in the secondary here on 3rd down.
Mike 40. Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go. Mike 40.
From the gun, Haskins on 3rd down. This one caught by his tight end, Oliver. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
Here's Logan Cook now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter.
Come on, set. 8 Machine Gator. I'm coming after you.
From the gun on third down. Fitzgerald, open man has got it. It's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. The Bucs forced to use their third and final timeout, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. This quarterback now hitting on 80% of his passes in the early going. 8 of 10. It's first down. Airing this one out for Evans. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
Incomplete. It's now second and 10.
Ball on the 42 as they come up second and 10.
Let's get it together, defense. Bravo. Yes, yes.
53, Mike. Watch the run.
Throwing again. Fitzgerald. He's going to fire one. This is caught inside the 15. A gain there of 30 big ones. So we've reached halftime here in Super Bowl 55 as we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Both teams ready after the halftime spectacle, and we are back underway in Super Bowl 55. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is a real, I'm doing it.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Evans. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. Of course, they had the option, and they choose to not take the penalty.
They like the results of the play that they just ran, and they elect to let them stand.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10.
Recon, 132 fighter.
Looking to throw. Fitzgerald under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Nick Perry comes flying in for the sack. They run. Chubb, the beautiful fake. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Nick Chubb, his second touchdown of this Super Bowl as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Again, it's Jones. And he'll be taken down right around the 27. It'll be a 5-yard pickup there. So from 2nd and 13, they're back to a more manageable 3rd and 8.
Brings up 3rd and 8.
Ready. 60 out low.
Pick me up. Here we go.
Third down. Here's Haskins. That is caught. It's Perriman. His first catch of this Super Bowl, and it'll be good for a first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Stop your whining. Hey, alert 3, alert 3.
Now a first down carry by Jones. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Eight yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
Bus formation, bus formation. Come on, boy. Zoom, zoom. Don't let 89 go deep. Whatever you do, don't let 89 go deep.
Now Haskins to throw on 2nd down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Shaquille Barrett, he brought the pressure on the blitz, and he gets there for a loss of 12. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. On 3rd down, here's Love. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. Now after the punt on that play, we've got a man down on the field. We'll get an update when we come back to Miami. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. This is taken at the 15. It'll be a 47-yard punt with a net of 40 following a 7-yard return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments. 3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
From the 27, Fitzgerald leaping, and he makes the grab. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right. Move. 3 down, 3 down. 3 down, 3 down. Watch the safety cut.
Off the play fake. Fitzgerald. He completes it to Evans. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. The first down run with Chubb is going to go nowhere. He's, in fact, going to lose a couple. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down. On 2nd and 12, Fitzgerald. Over the middle, that's caught by Adams. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And the Jags grab it. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Throwing now, Haskins on first down. He's going to take a shot right away for the end. Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. D.D. Westbrook. 35 yards. And the forced fumble defensively leads to 6 points for the Jaguars. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And the lead is down to 28-10. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This will be taken in at the 1.
That return gets all the way to midfield, so we know the field position is absolutely flipped at this point. If I'm the defensive coordinator, I might think about blitzing right now to try and take field position back.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. On 1st down, Chubb going to get forward for only about a couple. 2nd and 8 forthcoming. So he was holding from that left tackle position.
Everyone tries to keep their hands inside when they're blocking ever since they liberalized the rules where you can extend them out. But sometimes they get out a little wide and they get detected, Gravity.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Nick Perry, his 2nd sack of the night. After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10.
You got three down.
Operating from the gun. Fitzgerald over the middle, complete. That's Adams. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. This quarterback now nearing the 300-yard mark with still a quarter to play. It's 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Johnson the intended target. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Come on, set. 90, Wolf. Go. Like.
Hey, you got 3
To throw again. Fitzgerald. And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucks. Mike Evans with his 3rd touchdown of this Super Bowl as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And they open the lead up now to 25. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Haskins will throw. He's going to look deep for Perriman. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
Incomplete. It's now 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
You must be getting tired of seeing me.
Now a draw play. This is Jones. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. 1 quarter remains here in the Super Bowl. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The Jaguars on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6.
Check back 40. Check back 40. Pick it up, guys. Pick it up.
From the gun, it's Haskins. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there. That brings up fourth.
Fourth down.
If they're going to have a shot in this Super Bowl, they're going to need this one on fourth down.
Let's go. Hey, Orbit. 940. I'm here all day.
Mike 40. Let's go, D. Let's go.
Fourth down, here's Haskins. And this is incomplete. The Jags come up empty on fourth down. And the Bucs are going to take over with excellent field position to boot.
We go. 18 Gator. I got one. Check.
On first and 10, Fitzgerald. He finds his target. It's Evans. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. 23 yards, the final tally.
Ready. Let's go.
Hey, we got
Mike, number 53. Mike, 50.
From the gun, Fitzgerald. And he's got his tight end, Howard. It's a Buccaneer touchdown. It's a 6-yard touchdown pass as his guys continue to pour it on. So another score there, and often you talk about the three phases of the game: defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a fourth phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
So they are looking strong here in the fourth quarter. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34.
At their own 34-yard line.
Here we go.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complimentary football?
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Aaron Jones, 66 yards. And the Jaguars make some inroads here on that deficit. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And that will shave one more off this lead. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. The outcome of this one, well, we know who's going to win it. It's just all window dressing at this point. Got me thinking, what's the biggest blowout that you've been a part of as a player, broadcaster?
Well, I'm not going to go to the player part because when I think blowout...
Because you won every game as a player.
No. I think about being blown out. And no one wants to go back to those memories. But, you know, when I was calling college football, I saw a game that... You know, a team put 70. I actually saw it happen twice. A team put 70 on their opponent. And in the NFL, in the 2017 season, I saw one of those changing of the guard games where a team that hadn't been very good before now was dominating and kicking around a team who had been ruling their division.
And that's when you earn your paycheck, right? As the analyst, you got to fill that time.
You've got to know what's going on out there and how it all happened.
Well, obviously, that begs the question, what game was it?
That was Seattle hosting Los Angeles, the Rams.
Yeah.
Their second meeting of the season, and the Rams turned it around from the first one and blew out the Seahawks.
The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10.
First and 10.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
On first down, here's Love. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Check three.
Here's Love again. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. The tally there, minus 2 yards, brings up third down. The Jaguars on third down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 7. They'll run it with Jones. And to the 49-yard line, but no further. And obviously, he is well short of the first. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
It's 4th down.
Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. They're going on 4th down. Haskins. And this is going to be incomplete. The Jags come up empty on 4th down. And the Bucs are going to take over with excellent field position to boot.
Is a turnover on downs.
Set, ready, 8, read.
50, check back 50.
Set, go.
We own them.
Ready, ready.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. A.J. Boye up to make the tackle. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. And now his throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Operating from the gun, Fitzgerald. Evans has it left side. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball.
Exactly right. You have a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Throw left side complete. That's Evans. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Ready, ready. 15, Lonnie. 15, Lonnie. Get it.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And he finds Howard complete. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Well, he does have one touchdown in the game already, and while this one won't go for 6, it's enough to get him first and goal. But you and I both know he's going to be a little upset he didn't cross the goal line for a second time in this one.
Might want the ball here and give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. And let's count them up now. 1, 2, 3, 4 touchdown receptions for him in this game.
And just one shy of the NFL record. What a great performance. Going up and catching the football, creating space, and finding the end zone. That's what it's all about.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that will extend this big lead. Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
Let's go.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Second down, Haskins. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. No, he almost had it. Already with one interception, just missing his second there. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
The penalty helps a bit, but still 8 yards to go on 3rd down for this offense.
That's trash.
Well, hey, we're going Mike 40, Mike 40.
Hey, we got to get to the ball. Zip it to the ball.
Here's Haskins out of the gun. He's going to let it fly. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8.
Hey, we got Delta. 4 down. Mike's 40, Mike's 40. Hey, let's get some penetration here. Let's get some penetration. Mike 40. Check. He's coming. Go.
They'll try and throw for it with Haskins. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Evans. And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Watch the slant. 53's Mike. Check. 53.
Throwing to start the drive. Fitzgerald. Oh, he's thinking ends. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Gay is on for the point after. And oh, it's no good on the PAT. So they can't add on here. And our score is going to stay right where it is. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This will be taken short. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers have won the Super Bowl, and they will hoist the Lombardi Trophy to cap an amazing season. And to the Super Bowl champions, they etch their name forever in NFL immortality.
That's pretty phenomenal right there. It actually gave me chills just to hear you say that, because immortality forever and ever. When you look in the record books, you'll see this team, you'll see their picture, that your name will be a part of it. That's got to be an incredible feeling, because it's been a long journey to get there, and now they get a chance to enjoy it.
And they end this year just how everybody wants to end the year, holding the Lombardi Trophy. What a season for them. What a ride it's been for us as well here in the booth. For Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gunn. Thanks for watching, everybody. We will see you next season right here on EA Sports.